Hello everybody, how goes it? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with RabidSmore. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well. Hope your day is going good so far. I was actually just about to head over to my ice cube farm in this world to do some work on it, and I figured since it's a pretty good distance away, it would help to have some ender pearls to get over there. And if I'm going to be using ender pearls, I'm going to be taking a lot of fall damage, so I should also probably work on getting some feather falling boots. So I figured I would kill two birds with one stone and head over to my Enderman farm to get some ender pearls and some experience to make those boots. And also I wanted to mention, don't let anyone know, but I may or may not have gone over 500 subscribers over the weekend on my channel. It is, 500. That is a huge deal. It's awesome. And it got there so fast. So I guess it would help if I set it to the stronghold. And I got there so fast from the 250 that I just hit not too long ago. And I can remember when I thought that 10 subscribers was a big deal, and now I'm getting over 10 subscribers a day. It's just really cool to see how quickly that this channel is progressing and going forward. So as far as a 500 subscriber special goes, I'm going to be working on brewing up ideas for that, and I will try to have it up by tomorrow if possible. So I just wanted to give a heads up to you guys on that real quick. Well, this is the first time that I've used this Enderman farm in my world, and I have to say it's pretty amazing. And it's almost like cheating in a sense, but there is a reason that I waited so long in my series to build one of these, just because it makes things pretty simple. But in my opinion, it's a pretty good reward to give yourself after you've come through to the end and you've killed the Ender Dragon, because you don't really get a reward for killing the Ender Dragon other than a credit screen anyway. So I think this is a pretty good reward. And how I like to use these, I mostly use them for Ender Pearls and not the experience. And that just makes everything so much more convenient in your world, being able to throw Ender Pearls to get around. So again, I think it's a pretty awesome reward for what you end up doing, and I've already put in my time for sure, running around at night finding Endermen and killing them for their pearls, so this makes up for all of that. So I'm just going to get over a little over 30 levels, probably a couple buffer levels there, and then head back to work on the boots at my base. Alright, well I got everything together and I got 36 levels. This should be more than enough to do a couple enchants and maybe doing some combines in the anvil down in the enchanting room. Let's toss that in there and open up the room. Alright, so I might also already have some books with feather falling on them. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that I did though. Let me go ahead and check in my thing, or my chest here. Let's see, we've got Silk Touch, Looting, a bunch of protections. Oh yeah, so we have Feather Falling 1 on 2 books, so I can combine those and make Feather Falling 2. But before I do that, I want to check if I can get Feather Falling enchantments on boots. And I guess I don't really have a crafting table down here, so let me just toss one down real quick. Make another spare set of boots here. And check what kind of enchantments I can get. And I remembered to bring lapis lazuli for once. I always forget to bring the lapis for the enchantments down here. Alright, so nothing there. Let me do a quick book enchant just to refresh this, and we'll try again. Still no feather falling. I'll try once more, and then if I don't get it there, we'll just do... Oh, that looked like they had feather falling as one of the options there, and I kind of skipped over it. But if I can't get it here, Depth Strider 3 is almost worth getting just to have an extra set of those. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this just so I have an extra set. Oh, wow, and then... what do you know? Feather Falling 4. Man, I wish it didn't have blast protection, but wow, Feather Falling 4 is really good. See, I would like to have the protection and the unbreaking that those have, but Depth Strider 3 and Feather Falling 4 is still really good. So I think I'll keep these and I'll try to put unbreaking on them, since that's probably the best way. I don't think I can put like normal protection on with the blast protection with these. I think I can just put unbreaking, and I don't really have any unbreaking books as far as I can tell, but that'll do. I mean, that's what I came here to do. I came here to get some Feather Falling boots, and I ended up with Feather Falling 4, which is as good as it gets, I'm pretty sure. I think that's the highest level enchantment you can get, so that's pretty awesome. Well, I'm glad I have carrots in storage, because somebody keeps eating all of the ones that I have planted out here. These rabbits. Never trust rabbits. They act cute on the outside, but they're evil on the inside. Anyways, I'm all ready to go over to work on my ice cube farm now, and this should, yeah, only does 1 heart of damage now that I have these feather falling boots. It's a lot better. I think ender pearls normally do about 3 hearts of damage each time you use them, so 1 heart is a huge upgrade using the feather falling boots. And as far as the ice cube farm goes, what I need to work on it is the actual timing system for it. And if you've seen my recent videos, you know about the armor stand timer that I came out with recently, or that I discovered. And I think it's a huge upgrade to hopper timers, and I'll show you why right now, if this is what I think it's doing. Yeah, you can see this hopper timer, since I leave the area and come back to this pretty frequently, every time I come back, I notice that this is just not working. It's not activating. And what it should be doing is every 64 items that go through this hopper timer system, it should activate and push all of the ice out. But I noticed that when I leave and come back, it just doesn't, and it's stuck in the hoppers. But if I take this out and put it into the other hopper, it will reset the system and get going again. But that means that I have to manually restart it every time I leave this area and come back. So it's a pretty big problem with hopper timers that I found out. And the armor stand timer gets around that completely. The armor stand timers don't break when you leave and come back. So that's why I think that the armor stand timers are actually better than hopper timers in these types of situations. So I'm actually just going to be replacing this entire timing system here with an armor stand timer, just to make sure that the system doesn't break and I don't have to come over here and reset it all the time. I think it's definitely a huge upgrade. So I should be able to just toss it onto this pulse shortener here. I'm going to be doing a 4x4 system, or 4x4 timer, so it should be about a 30-second timer based on that. So let's see, I got my pressure plate, toss that there. Should be able to get the walls up here. I can throw one above there, one on the side. This is kind of a hard one to place. There we go. And all the way around as well. All right. And yeah, I think I timed this out, and it should be about 30 seconds, which will be more than enough time to... Let me get another block as well so I can put these pieces of glass on the side without having to break them. 30 seconds should be more than enough time for this thing to form ice and then push out the ice into the rest of the ice cube farm. And also, if you guys have been paying attention to the updates, or the 1.9 update that they keep talking about, something that I noticed that they were talking about was that arrows had a way to have basically splash potion effects on them. And what I'm wondering about that is, I guess I didn't bring enough glass. Yeah, I guess I didn't. Whatever, that's fine. I'll put some other blocks up here for now. But something I was wondering about these splash potion effects on the arrows is if you could put an infinity enchantment on your bow, would you be able to shoot infinite amounts of the splash potion effect? Or would it have some sort of limited use? Have they mentioned that yet in the patch notes? I don't know. I'm not sure how much you guys pay attention to the patch updates, but it's something that I was wondering about. Let me go ahead and toss some signs in here, because that would be pretty broken if you could just constantly shoot arrows that had potion effects on them, because then you could put them on yourself even with infinity, and you'd basically have infinite potions, like things like healing or damage. It'd be pretty broken. So I'm assuming that they're going to make it so you can't. Let me go ahead and put the water in here. Oh, whoops. I guess I forgot to close that. Let me go ahead and close off this one spot. And I'll need another water source, but luckily I do have ice right here, which acts as a water source. So let me just grab one of these, or not. Do I have silk? Silk touch. There we go. Grab one of these guys. I'll toss that in our other side here, and then break it. Should turn into water. Cool. And I think that should be good to go. I think I just need one more sign down here so that the water doesn't flow there. Not a block. All right. Let's get the sign in there. And then I just need an armor stand, which is the most important part of the armor stand timer. And of course I forgot it. I should be able to make one here though. Let's see. I think it's just a bunch of sticks. Let's get some sticks made here. Normally I have a bunch of sticks. I must have just recently used them for something. And then we need smooth stone or a pressure plate. Can't remember which one it is. So I'm going to put a pressure plate there. Let's see if this works. Nope. Is it just smooth stone? You'd think I would remember this since I just made the armor stand timer tutorial. Let's go with a stone slab. And sticks. Oh my gosh, there's too many recipes to remember in this game. There we go. All right, perfect. It's just that easy. I didn't forget that at all. All right, so I should be able to toss this in now, and it should activate our whole system, which actually there's already a block in here activating it. Not very helpful. So if I place a block here on the side and toss in the armor stand, it should start going around. Yep. You can see it's going really slow. That's why I use the soul sand. And ice formed. Dang it. Alright, it looks like I'm going to have to put some torches up here as well to make sure that the ice doesn't freeze. Let me go ahead and put a block here. And a torch right there. That should stop that from freezing now. Okay, perfect. It's just that easy. It's way more complicated than it was, but that's mostly because I didn't think about what I needed to do before I came over here, and I completely forgot the armor stand timer. But now it's good to go. This will be on a 30-second timer going around. Takes about 30 seconds for it to come around. It'll send a single pulse through. It'll activate, pushing all of the ice out, and now when I leave and come back, it won't break, so that's awesome. And I'll come back and replace these stone blocks with glass so that it looks better. I just had to remember to bring that glass back and pick some up for my base. Alright guys, real quick before I forget about this, I did find something out about this automatic wheat farm design. In case you guys are using this in your world, I found out that you really only need one hopper in the system here. So in my tutorial I had shown that you would use 2 hoppers to collect your wheat, but something I found out is when it harvests like 40 something wheat, and all of it goes into this first hopper here. And what that does is it turns this comparator signal really strong, and it actually activates all of this redstone. So it actually ends up emptying both hoppers if you have both hoppers here. So it's actually kind of a fault in the system, and you don't really need the second hopper anyways because the first one catches all of the wheat. So if you're using this type of design, you can actually go ahead and get rid of your second hopper, whichever one that you want here. You only need one to catch the wheat for this system. So I just wanted to mention that, and eventually I'll have to update my tutorial so that it includes that as information. Hopefully that's not causing too many issues for people. Just putting the finishing touches on the mob spawning area for the danger room here. Just have to put all the water into our corners. I think I'm on the last 2 here. Yeah, this should be the last one right here. And actually, one of these areas where I put the water, this area here actually, right on the other side of this water block, you can actually see one of the doors in my enchanting room. So you got pretty close to breaking into an area there. I'm gonna have to watch out if I try to expand this to make sure I don't go into any other parts of my base. So last things I need to do here, actually I should probably do this kind of backwards so I don't trap myself. I just need to break all these blocks out so that I don't have extra spots where they won't be falling into the water. And then I need to finish off putting a slab there and breaking out all these torches so that things will actually spawn, which I guess I should probably be doing as I'm leaving here, working my way out so I don't have to come back through here. And right now the mobs won't go anywhere. There's just a 2 tall pit right here so that they can collect. But I'll be able to come back and check on how spawn rates are and stuff later on by just coming back in here and looking in there to see what kind of spawns we're getting. Because I still don't think we'll get a ton because I still haven't gone through and lit up all of the caves in the area in my world here. So once I get that done, I'll get plenty of spawns, I think. And I might add a second layer, like I said in my last video. And also, I think I just need to make these 2 tall anywhere where there's a spawning platform. So I'm just going to make this closed off all the way around our spawning area here so that we don't get Enderman spawning into the danger room. I really don't need Enderman in the danger room because they steal blocks, and that's just going to end up being a pain and potentially breaking types of traps that I put in there. So this should make sure that we don't get any since they need a 3 tall area to spawn. And then I just need to close off our walls here all the way around. Get rid of this lighting. I guess I need to keep the lighting on this side to make sure that I don't get guys spawning behind this wall. But I definitely need to break out all the lighting on the inside. So close this off. And then the last thing I need to do once this is all closed off is I need to place the slab in that center area and be able to break it, or break whatever piece that I'm going as I ender pearl out of here. So let's see, I should be able to ender pearl straight down and somehow place slabs. Let's see, I'll put a slab there, I'll throw an ender pearl down, and then hopefully I'll be able to break this block back out before the ender pearl lands. I guess we'll see. So now it's completely active. I'm going to throw the ender pearl and then put the slab down and then try to break it. So let's throw this down. Nope, that was really fast. Alright, that was way faster than I expected. Well, it's active for now and they shouldn't spawn down here. So I'll go ahead and fix that up later on since I don't want to bore you guys with swimming up and down this thing. But as of right now, that spawning area up there is completely active. So I should start getting spawns up there. Shouldn't need to worry about them coming down this water. They generally won't. If they do, it's not too big of a problem. But I just want to test out the spawning rates there. So that's good for now. And later on, I'll add probably another layer to get some more spawns there as well. Alright guys, well I'm going to be wrapping up this episode here. We got quite a bit done. You can see I also came through here. I replaced a bunch of blocks to make it look nicer and got rid of the extra blocks that we didn't need, since most of these don't need to be too tall since the water won't rush over them. And it also hasn't broken since I left and come back, so big improvements, especially over the hopper timer. It's awesome. And like I said, I will be working on the 500 subscriber special and trying to get that out. Don't worry about that. But as far as this episode goes, guys, gonna wrap it up here. So thanks for watching. Have an excellent day and see you later.